Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, A Fruitful Land into Barreness. A Fruitful Land into Barreness. And I was reading an article just a little bit ago, and it was going into the shortages on lettuce. And we're entering into the famine. The famine is coming. You see, the famine is coming, and the Lord plagued the first Egypt under Pharaoh, you see, and devastated and crippled Egypt. He plagued them all the way down and destroyed that place. We're in the second Egypt. We're in the latter end. You see, we're in the latter end of the Lord in His second return. You see, and to deliver the elect out of this tribulation that's coming upon the world, man. Because you're gonna have famine, you're gonna have pestilence, you're gonna have wars. We're entering the worst time ever, the worst time ever in human history. You see, this is why you have to, you gotta seek and serve the Lord right now more than ever. We're approaching famine of the word, you see, and people, Jake, the Lord's people, Israel, 2/3 of his people, a good majority of his people, they're gonna wait till the danger comes. They're going to wait till the danger comes, and then they're going to try to run to go seek and call on the Lord. And they're going to be calling on that name Jesus, and that's not his name, you see. And they're going to be trying to seek and find and look for these videos and, and try to be looking for protection, because this is the time. War, we're entering a time of war. All of that, man. We're entering into some dangerous, the worst time, evil times. And the famine is approaching. Let me get to this article. The famine is approaching. It says, lettuce shortage impacting local distributors and consumers. It says, you might have a hard time finding good or affordable lettuce in the coming weeks due to a lettuce shortage, you see. And, I just went into the grocery store today, and the quantity, of the lettuce, the hedge of lettuce, it was only about seven of them in, on the shelf, you see. And usually it's stocked, but I've been noticing that too on the lettuce, that, the quality of it has been off. It ain't as crunchy. It's soggy. I'm like, and I notice it's the famine, but you got to try to pick, find the best one that you can, and pray over your food at this point. But this is all coming down the line, and prices are going up, inflation. It says you might have a hard time finding good or affordable lettuce in the coming weeks due to a lettuce shortage. Jamie Chamberlain is the president of Chamberlain Distributing, and has been in the business for 34 years. We've seen a disease that's hit the crops that hasn't been seen in decades. He said it's approaching $70 a box right now. See, it said we've seen a disease that's hit the crops that hasn't been seen in decades. He said it's approaching $70 a box right now. See, there's them pestilence. The Lord is sending these pestilence are gonna, they're going to devastate people, man. And Jake, in this time too, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're in the merge spirit. You're partying. Jake gonna party all the way until the sun come up. You see, and all these holidays the season is here for holidays. Jake ain't worried about this. Jake is not. Jake is trying to travel, party, trying to go hang out with friends and family, go to those sports games, go to the bar, and go to Black Friday, and they're trying to be in the in crowd right now. Jake ain't worried about this, but you have all these things in the midst of this that the Lord is setting up. You see, and I just seen on the news earlier, quote me if I'm wrong, but out there in that Houston, as far as the water, the contamination to the water. This is going to be this water situation is going. Oh man, it's going to be a major problem because you need water to drink. You see, and if the way the Lord is bringing it, the water is contaminated. So that's another way of pestilence. See, and Esau is vaccinating these animals. So your chicken, your beef, your lamb, he's vaccinating. There's going to be no way to escape these judgments, man. This trouble that the Lord is bringing on this world. It says, restaurant owner Alejandro Diaz is already starting to feel the impact at the consumer level. He said, one thing that's important to me is giving super fresh, clean lettuce. We've definitely had a hard time finding it, said Diaz. See, he said when he has, it's been hard to find good quality lettuce. He had to search outside of his usual vendors. It makes it harder, and that we have to take those trips. It's a little bit more expensive that way. And I don't always get the amount that I need because maybe they just don't have the amounts that I'm looking for, he said. See, it says Chamberlain said a lettuce distributor in Yuma, along with trade between other countries, could elevate the problem. But for the most part, we're going to continue to see high prices, and them prices ain't gonna go down because the good quality of food they gonna drive it up. The better the quality food that they got, the less and less that quality of food gets, the higher the prices they're gonna drive up, and this is gonna be the time is coming where families or, people like me, because this is a day-to-day struggle with me, man. I'm going all off the Lord at this point. I don't, I don't have the big bucks to keep buying food and supporting my family like that. This is all through the power and the Spirit of the Lord that I'm leaning on in these coming days, period, because you're going to be priced out. You see, and Jake is going to lose it, the ones that ain't spiritually built up for this time coming. This famine is going to be so bad, that the famine is going to be so serious that, people going to watch their kids starve. People going to watch their kids starve, man. Let me go to Matthew to sit there and just watch your newborn or 2-year-old, son or daughter, starve to death, no food. And this is where Esau he's weaponizing this food, and he's going to bring in this CHIP, that MOT to the B, that C-HIP, that chocolate chip. And a lot of people is going to run right to it because they're not going to be able to take this. They're not going to be able to take being starved out and without supplies and, their normal life that they want to do. And Jake wants to smoke weed. And Jake is so used to partying and, hanging out all night and, going to the club and flashing a jewelry. Because this famine is going to be worldwide. So let me go to Matthew. I just got a couple and I'm going to close out. Call halal yimla alahayana wa Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. This is Matthew. Yeah. Matthew, this is Matthew 6:19, and it reads, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. See, and you have these preppers and different people that's trying to store gold and in these hidden places and underground bunkers and trying to prep and save food for the next 5 to 7 years to try to make it through. The Lord said, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. See, everything that you leave here on earth, you can have your underground bunkers and these hidden bug out places and stuff, because in this time of famine, it's going to create sedition amongst men. People are going to be breaking into homes and they're going to be taking stuff. So if your neighbors or somebody know that you got a hidden place that you didn't show it a while ago, your friend, because when that belly start to touch and you get hungry and you got kids and stuff, and in this time of famine, it ain't gonna, the love is gonna wax worse, man. This is the time that we're coming into. But you want to, this is what the Lord is saying, lay not up your treasures upon earth, man, where corrupt and thieves break through and steal. Because, people, this sedition amongst men in this famine, is going to be serious. It says 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. See, so in this famine, in this tribulation, this is the time you want to be seeking the Lord and praying and fasting. And everybody's not teachers. You have some of the Jakes, they come on a comment board. They might give a thumbs up, like your video, or leave a good comment. And they may not be teachers, or even some of the women too, and trying to show support and listening and watching and trying to do thus said the Lord and serve the God of Israel and calling on that name YAHAWAHSHI, Yahawah. You see, doing the best they can and praying constantly, and seeking the Lord. That's stacking up, that's storing up, laying up treasures in heaven, and doing that every day, day in and night out, laying up treasure. So in this time of trouble, it's like a spiritual stock exchange, man. You invest, and when the time get hard, you reap that what you invested in. Because the Lord he tells you in that Job, the 5th chapter, that he's going to take care of his elect, man. They're going to laugh at the famine and destruction. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. See, and let me hop over to it says 25 or 24. It says Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters. See, you got to you got to come out of this place and serve the Lord. You can't try to be in the world and trying to be balling, and we understand you got to work and stuff, but you got to make a decision, man. You got to live your basic life and be spiritual and stay out the way and serve and spend time seeking the Lord, or you got to go and seek to save your life and spend all your time trying to to be in the world, because Jake wants to be in the world. It It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Mammon is money. You see, you either gonna chase that bag and get that money, or you gonna be contempt and you got your job, you go to work, and come home, seek the Lord. You're not really worried about money, man. But ultimately, in this time, it ain't gonna be no work, because we're coming into Jacob's tribulation, danger, major danger. It says this is what it's gonna take right here. This is the attitude that you're gonna have going forward. It says there, 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life. This is the Lord speaking. This is in the red letter. He said, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink. See, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Don't worry about your food. Don't worry about what you're going to drink. Don't worry about your clothes. Don't worry about that. The Lord knows you need that. You need to be spending time seeking the Lord and praying and fasting, because you're going to lose all this in the end here in this time to come. What ye shall put on, is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? See? So let me go to let me close out with this, because you're gonna have this famine, and you're gonna have the pestilence, the insurrection, the sedition amongst men. People are gonna be robbing each other in this time with this food shortage and the lack of supplies, this martial law. I mean, you just gotta have all manner of chaos going on. All manner of chaos. And then one of the toughest things people have to deal with is they're gonna have to deal with darkness, because it ain't gonna be no power or no electricity. And this is the time that we're coming into. You're gonna have famine, you're gonna have pestilence, these sickness, diseases going around, and then you're gonna have the dark people sitting in the dark, because it ain't gonna be no electricity. And this is part of the plagues that the Lord is sending on this place. See, he did this in the first Egypt. He sent darkness. He said darkness that may be felt. You see, we're talking about pitch black, no light, none. And then you got all manner of wickedness. He got these evil spirits and sounds, and I mean just total terror. See, terror. Psalm, what is that? Psalm, let me go to Psalm 105, Psalm 105. But you're going to have all this, Jake, and, people are not going to be able to take this. They're not going to be able to deal with this. It says, Psalm 105 and 20, I'll close out with this. Psalm 105 and 23, and it reads, Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. 24, and he increased his people greatly and made them stronger than their enemies. He turned their heart to hate. 25, he turned their heart to hate, his people to deal subtilly with his servants. 26, he sent Moses his servant and Aaron whom he had chosen. 27, they showed his signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham. 28, he sent darkness. You see, he sent darkness and made it dark. See? And they rebelled not against his word. See? 29. He turned their waters into blood and slew their fish. You see? See? And if you read down on that, it'll tell you too the plagues that the Lord sent in that land, Egypt, and with Ham, man. You see? You see, he muddied up that water and killed off the fish. And he also, all their cattle he destroyed too. And this is what's finna happen here in America, man. All your cows and your lamb and you eating your steaks. You know, America, this place is finished, man. This place is finished. These are the last days of America. The Lord he's plaguing this place. We just seen earlier too, with that volcano. You're gonna have natural disasters. You're gonna have explosions, this crazy lightning and thundering, you know, earthquakes, the famine, the pestilence. I mean, every manner of evil and terror that you can think of, man. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, the tribulation, a time that the world has never seen. This is what we're entering. And so you want to be protected in this time, Jake. You want to be protected because the Lord, I mean, he's going to bring unspeakable evil in this world. Unspeakable evil. So, yeah, you know, lay up your treasures in heaven. Continue to pray and fast as much as you can because time is speeding up. Time is speeding up, and the Lord he's sending judgment out. You know, the famine is approaching fast. So I just wanted to touch in on that. The Spirit hopped on me. Hopefully you were edified. I don't want to come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Shalom, Israel.